Right, ladies and gents, this is Joe. Welcome to my YouTube channel again, the best YouTube channel for learning English, for practicing and getting better. Today, I find myself in another city. Can you guess where I am? Of course you can, because the title says it all. I'm in Barcelona today. I'm going to be spending a few days here in the sunshine for the new year. I'm actually on my way to the gym to sign up for a few days because it's been so long and I'm a beast, so I have to keep training. But before that, I thought I'd introduce the video before I get to Las Ramblas and my phone gets stolen whilst I'm talking, not really paying as much attention. So, follow along with me. What's up, people? It is Joe again. Welcome to another one of my YouTube travel vlogs. Here we are, Barcelona, Spain. People always go on about Barcelona, don't they? You've got to see it. It's amazing, all that. And the thing is, I've actually been here before, maybe 6, 7, even maybe 12 times. Family, friends, passing through, whatever the reason is. But this time, I'm doing it properly, like a tourist, like someone who's never seen a building before. And I have to say, it's different when you give the city your full attention. It's the end of December, edging into January, and the sun is out like it's trying to take the piss. Quite crisp air, blue sky, and the kind of light that makes everything look better than it probably is. Or maybe not. It's Barcelona. It's like Barcelona knows it's been watched and wants to make a good impression, always. I've got French Catalan roots, so there's this weird mix of recognition and discovery as I walk around. Obviously, I've been here so many times, often, well, a few times maybe as a child or as a teen, and then a few other times when about 10 years ago with mates. But I've forgotten a lot of the details. Apart from obviously the palm trees, you've got iron balconies, those elegant old buildings that seem to lean in slightly, like they're eavesdropping. There's no rush here. Even the shadows take their time. And then there's the architecture. I'm not going to lie, I'm impressed. You turn a corner and suddenly it's like, wow, someone gave an architect too much wine and said, do whatever you want, mate. Curves, colours, mosaics, nothing straight or serious. It works though, it works. It's mad and magical. You don't get that back home. No offence, Croydon. I'm not following a map, no itinerary, just walking, letting the city do its thing. That's the way to do it, isn't it? No guided tours, no commentary in 5 languages. Just you, your legs, your pins, and whatever street you stumble into next. You can feel the pace here. It's not lazy, just unbothered. People walk like they know where they're going, but aren't in a rush to get there. Cafes spill out onto the pavements. You might find some kids playing football in alleys that look like they've been around since the Romans. And someone somewhere is always having a loud conversation with no urgency to end it. It's not performative. It's just life happening out in the open, in the sunshine. There's something about walking through a city you half know. You catch smells you recognise, fresh bread, roasting coffee, the occasional bin that's clearly lost the will to live, as well as someone rummaging through it. And it all hits you at once. It's like your senses are playing a memory game, trying to match the smell to a moment that you're not sure actually happened. And the sounds, so many layers. Footsteps on stone, mopeds rattling past, church bells even, doing their thing whenever they feel like it. A man shouting from a window for reasons that remain unclear. Spanish, Catalan, French, English, whatever language, you name it, all bouncing off the walls like a very chaotic UN meeting. I take a turn down a narrow back street, one of these places where the buildings are so close together you could shake hands with your neighbour without stepping outside. There's laundry above me, wires crisscrossing the sky like a poorly planned heist movie, and a shop that seems to sell nothing but underwear and t-shirts with I Love Barcelona on them, or ham. Not even different kinds of ham, just ham. And large intimidating legs hanging like trophies. It's disorientating, in the best way. The streets don't follow logic, or so it seems. They curve, twist, and even suddenly drop you into a wide open square, like the city's gone, da-da! There's a fountain, a dog sunbathing, some bloke playing guitar badly, but with enormous confidence. Honestly, 6 out of 10 performance. 10 out of 10 commitment. There's something strangely comforting about a place that doesn't bend over backwards to impress you. It's confident, not shouty, just, here we are, take it or leave it. I like it. At one point, I passed a tiny bar, barely bigger than a cupboard, and there were 3 old men inside arguing about something very passionately, maybe the football. Could have been politics even. Could have been the best way to cook squid. No idea. But they had that intensity, elbows on the counter, voices raised, but no one actually angry, just alive. That kind of scene you can't script. You just witness it, then keep walking. In England, it'll probably turn into a fight, I suppose. But here, not quite. Turn a corner, and suddenly you're in a totally different pocket of the city. Bit more modern, slightly shinier, but still with that laid-back hum beneath everything. Barcelona doesn't really do dramatic transitions. It just shifts gradually, like the lighting in a theatre. There's graffiti here, by the way, loads of it. But the good kind, not just someone's name in Sharpie, actual art. Some murals tucked into quiet corners. One of them stopped me in my tracks. A massive face, bold colours, eyes wide like it's seen something, and still wasn't impressed. Kind of how I imagine Barcelona sees its tourists, to be honest. You don't need to eat in Barcelona to feel full. Just walk around long enough and the air does it for you. Every third street smells like something being grilled, something being baked, or something being cured for a dangerously long time. It's not subtle either. It hits you in waves. One moment you're surrounded by garlic and sizzling onions. The next it's fresh bread, and then boom, anchovies out of nowhere. Like a food-based personality test you didn't sign up for. I wasn't even looking for food. Not at the beginning. I was just walking. But around dinner time, the city shifts. It starts pulling you in. The tables and chairs are already set up. Chairs dragged into the last remnants of sunlight. Waiters balancing 8 things at once without breaking a sweat. And people, locals, settling in like they've got nowhere else to be. Which, to be fair, they probably don't. This is somewhere. The first place I ate in just happened to be there. I was walking by, I was hungry, and it looked nice. You had some staff outside who are willing to help you as soon as you came near the menu. And so I went in. I sat down. I set up my camera, just on me, and started rambling on like I did in the other videos in other restaurants. And then 15 minutes later, I realised that the audio wasn't working. So yeah, I ate my food. I started to film again, see if I could get any content. And then I saw it. A massive see-through fridge, floor to ceiling, filled entirely with ham. No packets, no slices, legs, dozens of them, hanging in a refrigerated cathedral of cured meat. It wasn't even part of the decor. It was the decor. Like someone had said, you know what this room needs? A bit more ham. I sat there for a while, just staring at it, trying to work out if there was some sort of ham grading system, whether they were all just different shades of delicious. The whole thing felt slightly reverent, like a shrine. No one else even glanced at it, which made it worse. Just me sitting there, staring at the ham. I took photos as well. It wasn't just that place either. All over the city, you get these little bars and cafes with their own version of food theatre happening. It's pretty cool. Glasses clinking, plates slamming, forks in midair. And what's funny is, nobody's rushing. Not the customers, not really the staff. It's all calm, even when it's chaotic. Somehow the city's found a way to run on flavour and still look effortless doing it. And so in this place I ordered everything. The croquettes. I ate all of it, stuffed by the end. I only needed one meal. So that first day I arrived, I walked around and I ate. And that was it. I was done. As the afternoon fades, something subtle happens in Barcelona. The light shifts, goes a bit gold, a bit dusty, and the whole city stretches. Not in a dramatic, neo-flashing nightclub kind of way. Just a slow, graceful exhale before the evening begins. Shutters lift. Lights flicker on inside bars that haven't been open all day. You hear chairs scraping across tiled floors. Someone's testing the sound system with some jazzy or deeply electronic or both. Barcelona doesn't commit to one genre. And you don't even know where the nightlife is. It just finds you, actually. 1 minute you're on a quiet street with a cat asleep on a windowsill, and the next there's music coming from somewhere nearby. It's never clear where exactly. You just start following it, like some urban breadcrumb trail of bass lines and laughter. People don't seem to go out late here. They go out slowly. It builds, a couple of drinks, a table that keeps filling. Friends arriving in waves. Nobody's checking the time. Nobody's rushing. It's a mood. It's a vibe. It's deliberate. It's the opposite of the kind of night out where someone's yelling, "Let's do shots," by 7:30, like in England on a Saturday. You get the sense people here would consider that a cry for help. Even the bars feel different. Less like places to drink and more like community centres that just happen to serve beer, cerveza. Conversations spill out into the street. Smokers form little councils by the door. There's always one guy with a leather jacket and sunglasses on, indoors, and somehow he pulls it off. I still can't. The food Still going, still serving. Olives everywhere. Some people only start eating now. Plates clink and wines being poured with the wrist of someone who's been doing it since birth. And occasionally you hear laughter, and that makes you want to lean in and ask what the joke was, even though you don't speak much of the language. It's not loud yet, not wild, just that charging stillness before the night properly kicks in. You can feel it coming. The city's not done yet. Not until about 6, I think. But that's too late for boring old me. You know what's funny or strange? I've been to Barcelona loads of times, and for years I genuinely thought I'd seen the Sagrada Família. Some other big, vaguely Gothic-looking building. I can't even remember which one now. But I'd walk past it thinking, really? Is this the big fuss? I'd nod politely, take a half-hearted photo and move on, slightly underwhelmed. Then this trip, I actually saw it, the Sagrada Família, the real one. And I stood there thinking, oh right, that explains it. It's absurd, in the best way possible. All the spires and sculptures and details you need binoculars to even begin to take in. It doesn't just dominate the skyline, it kind of hovers over it, like it's not even obeying the rules of architecture anymore. Like someone gave Gaudí a divine mandate and then removed all the deadlines. I didn't go inside, I'll be honest, no ticket, no booking. Just me standing there like a complete idiot, newly converted. I get it now. I absolutely get it. And next time I'm going in. That's a promise. So I'll be getting the advance booking. I'll be preparing for the trip. It made me think how easy it is to take places like this for granted. When you live in Europe, Barcelona can just become another option. Just a cheap flight away, a long weekend, a backup plan when it rains in London. You forget that people dream of this place. They cross continents for it. They fly 10 hours to get here. They learn Spanish or Catalan, or they try to. They scroll through guidebooks and save for months just to spend 3 days here. They pay for Duolingo subscriptions just so they can fit in a bit more. Well, I nearly skipped it. I flew here early one morning a week ago with a big bag on me, and I just walked from the centre to the bus station and just went to my grandma's. Then I came back on the way back to England to check it out for a number of days, and it was worth it. Genuinely, I was like, all right then, let's go back. Let's check it out properly and do some filming and appreciate the city. I mean, I could have gone back to England and reorganized my kitchen. Genuinely, that was the debate. Barcelona, or finally sort out the Tupperware drawer and get rid of the lid that fits nothing. Imagine that. Missing this because of a plastic container from 2008. That's the danger, isn't it? When things are nearby, they feel optional, too available, too much time. You think, I'll go next time. It's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And then 5 years pass, you're still in your dressing gown, Googling flights you never book. I think living in Europe does that to you. We're spoiled for choice. Cities like Barcelona become casual suggestions, weekend getaways, boozy trips where you don't remember anything, background noise, but then you actually show up, walk the streets, it hits you. This is the stuff people put on vision boards. This is someone's dream holiday, and here I am, moaning because I didn't bring the right socks. There's a kind of guilt to it, or maybe not guilt, just awareness that travel isn't about ticking things off. It's about paying attention, actually noticing where you are, letting a city surprise you, instead of just using it as a backdrop for brunch or your Instagram feed. You don't need to do much in Barcelona. You just need to be in it. Walk, look up, listen, get distracted, miss your turning. Stop to watch someone fold a napkin like it's a magic trick. That's the good stuff. You start thinking maybe this is why people come here and never leave. Well, the weather as well. Maybe this is why writers move into top floor flats and grow beards and pretend they're working on a novel when really they're just drinking coffee and staring at balconies. And honestly, fair play to them. I didn't see everything. Barcelona's big. Maybe not enough time. My feet got tired. Didn't eat everything either. Didn't understand half of what I walked past, but I saw enough to know I'll be back with a fresh pair of socks and a better selfie stick. I came to Barcelona thinking I'd just film a few nice streets and go home. Instead, I went home and came back and did lots of filming and accidentally fell in love with the place. If you're still watching, thanks. If not, fair enough. It was long. Like and subscribe. Cheers. So that was our trip through wild, crazy, cool, fun, sunny Barcelona. Now just sit back and enjoy the view.